join me for That's the Way It Is. I'm your host, BC. Is it me, or is everybody else there really tired of this here whole healthcare reform? I mean, no one wants it. That's why people are still fussing and fighting over it, because they don't see, what's wrong with the old system, other than people that are unemployed and people that cannot afford healthcare insurance don't have it. I mean, so I would think that the problem would be is to find jobs for people and to make it more affordable instead of having a government to step in and giving us a whole bunch of rules and junk we have to follow. Obama went on the air talking about he is giving the website a November 30th deadline to work properly. And to be honest with you, it's past November 30th, and I still haven't heard of it working right. He also went into talking about how, this here act is going to ensure against insurance fraud, with the insurance companies, and how children can stay on their parents' insurance until they're 26 years old. All that's fine and dandy, but you know what? You ain't got to change the whole structure in order to make something like that happen. All it takes is a executive order, act of Congress, things like that. Is how you get those become reality. Now, as far as the website, the website until today has only had 375,000 people go to it, and they so ashamed that they won't even say how many people actually signed up for the health care. So that right there tells you not even half of those people signed up. They're behind on what they projected as far as how many people would actually sign up for this insurance, and in being supportive over this. I haven't heard of too many people being supportive. Obama's even went on record as saying that he's upset with Republicans and the GOP, stating that they're not agreeing with it, but yet they don't have no alternatives. There is always an alternative. The alternative is we can go back to the way it was, or we can fix this here to where it will work for everyone. Right now, the way it is, it's not going to work for everyone. I mean, you got penalties. Like I said, you got people that cannot even afford healthcare insurance, and if they could afford it, they would have it. Bottom line, I mean, who don't want healthcare insurance? I mean, everybody needs it. It's just everybody can't afford it. I mean, it's just like a house. Everybody needs a house, but not everybody can afford a house. That's why people rent, or rent to own, or whatever they do, because you can't afford it. You can't. Not many people, or average people, could go out and actually afford to buy a brand new house. So, but with everything that's going on, with like all that's going on over there in China, and I think it's stupid that we're sending over planes that are not armed. I mean, I'm sorry, there's no way I would send someone to fly over a zone that another country is saying is theirs now, maybe because of some small islands that's in that zone, and they're not armed. I mean, that is just ridiculous. I mean, whoever come up with that idea, I'm sorry, you need to take that back to the drawing board. That just doesn't work for me. Just like this whole healthcare reform act, or the Obamacare, doesn't work for me. Obama believes this is going to be his legacy, and you know what? If that is the best that you can do as far as leaving a legacy, I feel really sorry for you. Because it's just not going to work. Everybody said it, even people that was on board with it or not on board with it anymore, even they said it. So, I say that during the next election, I've said it several times, and they're even talking about it now, is that it's going to be pretty much a Republican blowout. So if any of these cats got a prayer getting into office, or keeping right where they're at. They need to get on board with let's go ahead and, you know, file 13 as their order as far as when it comes to the health care reform or the Obamacare. You know, they need to go ahead and go on record saying that, you know, they're not really supportive of it in order for them to keep their job. Thank you for joining me.